As part of our BBB Wise Giving Alliance Building Trust series, we're here with Collin of the National Wildlife Federation. Tell me about the main programs at the National Wildlife Federation and how they work together to advance your mission.
So the National Wildlife Federation was organized almost 80 years ago to bring together folks that love wildlife across the country. And the goal is to really make sure that the wildlife that we all loved growing up, and the wildlife that is so abundant across our country, really survives for future generations. And we do this in a lot of different ways. We work on policy in state capitals or in Washington, D.C. We worked actually doing restoration work on the ground, cleaning up waterways, cleaning up, making sure that forests and wetlands are protected. But we also work with kids. And we have more than 2 million kids outdoors through our school programs and things like Ranger Rick magazine that I grew up on, and making sure that every kid has an opportunity to love and really learn about the great outdoors. As our founder originally said, we have to speak for wildlife and we have to speak for kids because they can't really speak for themselves.
How has the National Wildlife Federation addressed changes in the way people give today?
Folks really want to be involved in not just giving a check, but actually doing work and actually being involved with their hands and with their families. And so right now we try to find ways to have more parents involved in schools, or making sure that more kids have access to publications or to seeds to plant monarch gardens, or different kinds of really hands-on activities that are really kind of moving past this idea that you send a check to somebody to advocate on your behalf, and moving towards a model where individual actions actually can aggregate towards bigger solutions, and folks can be part of that solution as opposed to letting somebody else do it for them.
How does the National Wildlife Federation assure that it is transparent and accountable to its donors?
We put our financial statements out to make sure that folks know kind of how we're spending their money. We put out annual reports that kind of list the programs that we're doing and kind of what money went to different purposes. But I often believe, I've often said that kind of sunlight's the best disinfectant, and the best way to kind of prove to folks that you're doing what you say is really just kind of show them the books.
How have you benefited from being a member of our National Charity Seal Holder program?
It really gives us a bar against which we measure our financial performance, and making sure that we're being wise stewards of people's money. When somebody decides to send a check to the National Wildlife Federation or participate in our programs, I want them to have confidence that we're doing right by them, that the money's going towards what we say it's going towards in terms of getting kids outdoors and protecting wildlife. And I think that being part of the Wise Giving Alliance allows us to have that kind of seal of approval, if you will, that we're doing things the right way, that if folks give us their a few dollars, that they know that money's going to exactly the purposes they want it to.